What's up, y'all? JayTee here with a quick comparisons between the Arrma crate. Now, this is the V3 crate. I don't have the V4. And, excuse me, the all-new Team Kronos. They're both monster truggies, or muggies as we call them. And, of course, the Kronos is going to be the new kid on the block. So, for the Kraton, I do have my Outcast tires and wheels, and they are a little bit worn down. But you guys can see the differences in tread patterns on those. It's somewhat similar in a way, but they are different. I mean, there are some differences with them as well. And of course, like I said, these are new. These are worn down. So maybe we should be looking at the back pair there. So you guys can see as far as the backflip ones are the ones that come on the Outcast, some of the differences in the tread in those. So I don't have any of the Proline Badlands to do a comparison, or at least show you guys visually with that. But that just shows you guys some close-ups with that there as well. Now, as far as ride height and stuff, they both sit, you guys can see there, right about the same as far as ride height. The Kraton is a little bit higher, but both trucks have the option of droop screws to where if you wanted to lower the truck down, you can. So that's an option with that. And of course, tire size and stuff is going to make a difference as well. The Kronos tires only look a little bit bigger because they have more tread on them. If they had more tread, then of course this would sit up a little bit higher and stuff. So, now as far as bodies and stuff are concerned, the bodies are not so much similar. I mean, they're both truggies and stuff. So they kind of look similar if you just kind of looked at it from a far away distance. If I have the red body, and what you see, look at them up close, you do see that there's differences. This does kind of have that shark fin on there, and the Kraton does not, at least the V3 Kraton does not. As far as spoilers go, you guys see the difference in the spoilers and the wings too. That wing's a little bit smaller than the one that's on the Kraton. So you guys know that Arrma designed different wings and stuff for their trucks with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these bodies off real quick. Now, looking at the insides of these, try to get these both into the frame there. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. You guys see the differences there with that. Now with the Kraton, I did take off some of the components. It does come with kind of a rack is what I call it that comes on top here. I did take that off just so it wouldn't be so top heavy when I drove it. Not that it weighed it down. I just didn't want that on there and stuff. But I did take that off. And of course, the Kronos comes with something, I would say similar, but not similar in design. It does come with something like that to help when you're jumping and you hit on top, you don't smash your body and stuff like that down. But I did take it off, the Kraton there. As far as layouts, you guys can see there with those servos, you guys see how those servos are laid out. This is kind of put here at an angle, and this is kind of put straight up and down. So they're down there racing. They're forever racing. We'll hear some cop cars in a minute though. So, as far as shocks, they both come with nice shocks. They both come with threaded aluminum body shocks on there. You guys see what's there on the Kraton, and you guys see what's here on the Kronos as well. You see Arrma's kind of got this guard or protection on top of their shocks there. We get this to focus in just a little bit, where right now the Kronos does not have this. So maybe that'll be an addition they add on later on. I don't know. But the difference is also in the shock towers as well. A lot of people are saying it's a direct copy, and it's not, guys. It is different. I mean, I'm looking right at them. You see the way this shock tower is constructed there, and you see the way this shock tower is here. Now, as far as width-wise, the Kraton is, I'd say, I'll put this on top of there. It's about a half an inch wider than the Kronos, maybe about a quarter of an inch or so wider. I'll put those on top of this so you guys can see that as well. So the Kraton does come with some particular guards here, and the Kronos does not. But that's also some of the designs of the body and stuff as well. As far as the battery and stuff is concerned, the batteries are on the right side of both trucks. I just don't have a battery in this one yet. But the ESC on the Kronos is actually behind the battery, where on the Kraton, the ESC is right here in front of the motor. So there is differences there with that. Now with the newer with the V4 Kraton, you do get an adjustable motor mount. So with the Kronos, you get the adjustable motor mount. I guess this can be considered their version 1. I don't know how many versions they've gone through with this, but you do get an adjustable motor mount with this. And with the new Kraton that's out, you do get the adjustable motor mount. And you also get the chassis brace and stuff as well, as far as a couple other components that you don't see here on this V3 Kraton. So as far as the rear of it's a little dirty there, y'all. So I don't want to hear. I know you'll put in the comments, you car dirty. This does have looks like almost 3 chassis braces here on the rear of it there, where the Kraton has one. I haven't had any problems with my Kraton as far as bending chassis or breaking that. So mine's has held up well. And I've had this for, oh my gosh, about 2 years or so, maybe a little bit over 2 years. So, and mine's has held up well. I haven't bent the chassis or anything like that. So it's held up. They both come with sway bars. You guys see that there, sway bars on there, and then sway bars on there. As far as this drive shaft, they're both thick on both trucks. They're about the same thickness. I think on the Kronos, it may be a tad bit thicker, but guys, remember, this is also the V3, not the V4. So I can't compare this to the V4 because I don't know if they beefed it up on the V4 or not. As far as those center drive shafts or dog bones for it, there as well. So as far as receiver box, the receiver box is going to be here on the right side, buried down there underneath all that gunk. And then here on the Kronos is going to be on the left side there. They both come with aluminum servo horns. I don't know if it, like I said, I do apologize. I don't know if on the V4 it's a little bit updated or not, but they both come with aluminum servo horns there as well. This is going to be plastic right here on the Kronos, where on the Kraton, this is going to be aluminum. So there are differences there with that. Other things, they both come with, of course, adjustable turnbuckles. You guys see that in the rear with that. And the A-arms are different, guys. I know some people are saying, oh, it's the same. You can put that on there. They are different. The Kratons are going to be just a tad bit longer than that on the Kronos. You guys can kind of see how those are constructed, the upper and then also the lower. The lower is kind of more of a solid piece. And I'll flip these over and show them to you guys in just a minute. Where this is not so much of a solid piece there with that. So there are differences with that. And you guys can see also on the front of this, kind of the way these sway bars kind of bolt onto the front of the Kraton, whereas on the Kronos, they just bolt on there differently there as well. Similarities, of course, would be, you know, this pivot ball in here. These are somewhat similar. So a lot of trucks, a lot of cars have them. My Hyper-T has this design in there too. So a lot of trucks and cars or off-road cars do have that as well. So let me stack these on top of one another real quick so you guys can see the width. All right, so I got these stacked on here, and I told you guys this is probably about a quarter inch or so as far as the Kraton being just a tad bit wider than that of the Kronos. So you guys see the differences there with those two. You guys take a look at that real quick. And then I'll go ahead and get these turned over as well so you guys can see the undersides of them. All right, so with these turned upside down, Kronos is on the left and the Kraton is on the right. You guys can see there the differences in the chassis and stuff as well, the way they're constructed. Let you guys look at that. I know some of you guys may be pausing, doing screen captures and stuff, and you guys see the differences in the A-arms and stuff as well. So, you know, it's similar to the design, but it's not an exact copy of it. So I know a lot of people were kind of thinking about that and wondering about that, but it's not an exact copy. It's similar to it. I mean, it's got these 3 holes here on the Kronos. I'm not sure if that's going to be for something else, or it maybe be on maybe one of the other trucks that they have, or they may be having something else come on. I'm not sure. But you guys can see that there. Not sure what kind of angles to get this at for y'all. I probably should have went live, right? Then I get 1,000,001 questions. All right, guys. So that is a quick, like I said, side-by-side comparison. I could go a little bit more in depth, but, you know, the systems are almost the same. They both come with the 2050 kV motors and speed controllers and stuff. I think the servo is going to be a little bit faster on the Kronos, but I think that the Kraton's going to have more strength. But like I said, this is a V3, not a V4. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but the V4 is out and the V3 is kind of obsolete right now. So the next time you guys probably see this, there'll be running videos of running these two together. I'm probably going to run these because my Kraton tires and wheels are kind of just literally slicks. And it's not going to be too good of a comparison running those slicks against something like this. Now, of course, it's going to have a lot more traction because these tires are brand new and don't want to shuck out all the money for that right now. So anyway, guys, there's probably a couple of minor things that I may have missed as I did these comparisons that you guys might have saw that the Kraton may have, that the Kronos has, that the Kronos has, the Kraton may not have. So if you guys put that in the comments and leave your comments down below, and you guys be kind in those comments. A lot of stuff is being flagged, not just by me, but by YouTube and stuff as well. But I would love to hear some of you guys' thoughts and comparisons of these two as well. And like I said, I'll get them both out and get them both running at some point in time really soon. But I wanted to go ahead and do this so you guys could see the two side by side to one another. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.